Boker Tov, good morning. Today's Friday, January 5th, Erev Shabbat Parshat Shmot. We've begun a new book of the Torah. And perhaps one of the most memorable parts of the Parsha is the events that happened on Har HaElokim, the mountain of God. Later, we will know this as Mount Sinai, where God reveals. God reveals. And God does reveal, certainly in Yitro, God reveals God's self to the Jewish people with all manners of wondrous sights of thunder and lightning and shofar soundings and the like. That's not how God reveals himself to Moshe. It's, of course, just one individual. I don't need to really bring it all in, and if I can just do a smaller thing. And he creates a little wonder, right? Namely, a bush that is not that is aflame but is not consumed. And an angel of God appears to Moshe, belabat eish, as Rashi reads it, and just simply the heart of a flame. Hold on a second. Whereas Rav Saadia Gaon actually thinks this is a very large fire, Shalhebed Atzuma, that's going on here, right? Very large a blaze that's happening here, big large flame from amidst the bush, and Vayar he sees that what happens if the bush is not being consumed. Vayema Moshe said, Asurna ve'eret hamareh hagadol hazeh madule v'hasneh. Moshe says, I'm going to turn and see this great wonder, wondrous vision that I'm having. This is some sight. Why is it that the bush is not consumed? And God saw that he turned to see, and God called to him from amidst the bush. And he said, Moshe, Moshe, and Moshe said, here I am. There's something in that last pasuk which seems to be extraneous, right? Moshe says, I will turn and see what's going on. And then it should have said, Vayomer Hashem elav mitoch hasneh, right? Vayikra elav mitoch hasneh. Why does it need to tell us that extra phrase that God saw that he turned to see? And one way to appreciate this, and I think it's on target, is that God here is responding to and focusing on the quality that makes Moshe the great Moshe that he is. And many people that we know who are exceptional at what they do, and that is their curiosity. God saw that he turned to see. We know lots of people who can walk down the street and crazy things are happening, and they bury themselves. They turn away. They look into their phones to try to I don't want to get involved. Whatever's happening over there. Sometimes people can just be gawking. But that's like it's somehow also a sort of a way of doing it which is very much separated. But in this case, Moshe's drawn in. He's drawn in. I want to understand. I want to understand what is happening in front of me. It needs to be explained. Great scientists, right? Or great because they, because of their quality of curiosity, they want to understand phenomena all around them. What is this? I need to understand it. And people who are very good in the caring professions, who are exceptional therapists, are therapists who are curious. They want to know more about you. And a patient or a client knows right away when they're sitting in front of somebody who has that desire to know. I want to understand, not just because I want to crack the code here, but out of an empathic way of curious, open desire to understand more about you. And Moshe becomes the great leader of Israel, and a leader and a teacher, because these qualities are very much part of his makeup. It's echpatiyut, which is a great little phrase, right? Things matter to him, and He will care deeply for the pain of the Jewish people and represent them as he does. He will, to be a great teacher is to understand who it is in front of you and try to respond to them, and indeed to be the prophet of God to the people requires that you really understand God and you really understand the people to whom you are speaking. That curiosity is something that we should try to embody ourselves. Try it a little bit more. When someone's speaking to you, don't half listen. Listen fully and listen because you want to understand and ask those questions, which is, oh, tell me more. Tell me more. What is happening here? I want to know. Those are the qualities that make for great people and for caring people that we should look up to and seek to embody ourselves. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom, full of caring and curiosity.